very happy, Fnatic, to keep this quiet for very, very long. Crims is going to be a little bit of a distraction. Smoke in mid, Molotov in towards the window. Here's the B exec.
Yeah, finally things get a little bit loud. It's going to be Fear jumping out of the window straight away. Jota going to make sure he can't go further into the bomb site, but BlameF taking one back here. Couldn't get the follow-up as Jota realizes no bullets were coming at him, so he's able to just stay composed. And he's going to walk away with a 4K. Jota looks up into the apartments and secures 4 on the dual Berettas. He never even had to leave that position.
No, it was an awkward pathing out of the window for Fnatic. That second player kind of gets stuck in the cubby right next to Jota and realizes he can't peek because he's going to step right into the shots being fired at his teammate. And when he does peek, that's Jacasmo. Gets his head ripped off for no good reason. So, great round. I mean, this is just brilliant shooting from Jota.
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
There's a little bit of utility out. Fnatic still just stand behind these smokes. Aurora setting up a trap. Nice kill from BlameF. And now Zantares has a lot of pressure placed on him. And from behind, it's Crims waiting for that retreat.
Yep, it's all come crumbling down here for Aurora. 40 seconds left. 1 kill from Woxic, but should never really go anywhere in this round for Aurora. They know exactly where Woxic is. They're going to bail that bomb out of harm's way. Get it back up through short with the final 30 seconds, going for the B-bomb side finish. And Fnatic will take themselves their first round win here.
Yeah, and this is a nice message Fnatic sends early on in this half of, look, if you're going to give up all this space, if we're going to be able to utilize this and not have to feel any pressure, not feel any... 2 players waiting for him. No utility to set anything up.
Oh my Fear just jumps into the open with a knife out. Thought he was going to get across, and Taras takes him away.
It's a weird miscommunication, though, because Jambo falls back to throw the flashbang, even throws it after Fear's already dead. So I don't know if that was an assumption or if nobody called out, hey, I'm throwing the flash, I'm setting it up. That just looks a little bit silly at the end of the day. 5-on-4 advantage for Aurora, but Woxic can't land the off shot. It's BlameF again.
Arcadia gonna go for the push through ramp as well. He's off on a journey, but BlameF has taken his teammate down in con. He's gonna flash the short play into this. Aurora, fortunately, their strongest setup is still at this B-bomb site, as Antara is gonna be using that rifle to devastating effect at short. Jambo's gone. That flank is all the way through T-spawn now of Arcadia. If they try and backtrack, he's still there. He's still a threat. You can see BlameF aware of that.
Yeah, I don't know if he heard a footstep. I think he was still too far away, but very aware of the possibility. But now you have a weird decision to make if you're Fnatic, because if he did hear the footstep, you kind of know you're boxed in, and you know the defense is strong moving forward. So Jacasmo is going to try and work themselves out of this, go for a little bit of a peek, sees nothing, comes back, and Major's out in the open. Yeah. 3-on-2 now.
Yeah, there's the tracking from BlameF, eventually taking the headshot at top middle. Took a little while. 15 seconds left. That bomb going for the finish, and Major nearly gets himself in position to stop it from happening, but won't. So it's Zantares again. 8 seconds. They cross right into him, and Zantares will cross them out. It's a 3rd round win for Aurora. Not much of a celebration for Zantares. Just another day at the office on the cleanup.
Important swing round early on in this half.
Casmo gonna go for a peek out towards stairs, but in the meantime, Jambo from peeking bottom connector has taken out the danger man of Zantares. The player who won the round off his own back in the previous is gone straight away. So it's on Jota to try and pull it back, and he goes into the swing at the ramp, and it's only a single kill. So Fnatic look like they're going to win this all-important swing round to kick off the early stages of this first half.
Yeah, maybe if that first kill's cleaner for Jota, if he gets it in the first 10 bullets rather than the first 15, might be able to transfer over to the second. But after that first kill goes out towards Khan onto Zantares, that A defense was just going to get pinched. Nice and simple from Fnatic, but you have to say they're having a lot of success in middle with these kind of isolated plays between BlameF, I believe it was Jambo this round who got it over in middle. That's what I'm saying, by so much freedom. Like, Woxic just gets to park there and wait, and eventually, you know, Woxic's around like, what's going on in middle? I need to peek the check, and gets caught.
Well, there's Jambo, another follow-up on the AWP. This time, Santaro's down, and that's it. That round is over. Fnatic just come charging in. Jambo with some great shots on the AWP. And it is silence for Aurora as Fnatic just outplay them.
So as long as you can keep this, you can actually pull together a pretty solid buy. But Major now running out of space and running out of time and dead.
Yep. Rough old time here for Aurora.
What a disgustingly awesome round from Jambo. Your mid players are getting flanked out as well. That'll be Jambo who's exposed on Catwalk, so this needs to be successful right now.
Well, there's a quick kill from Zantaras up towards Palace. Can he get into position in time to help out his teammates? Woxic, a P2000 to a kill on Jambo inside the middle. This is all starting to fall apart for Fnatic. It was looking so good for them, but all of a sudden a 3v5 and no bomb plan, and they've still got Zantaras in Palace. You've now got Jota on default, and that's clean from Fear. Needs a follow-up, and that is exactly what they ordered. Fear with a double kill has just reopened the chances again for Fnatic. Blame F and Con with Cardia gone, and Woxic and Madge are now in a 2v2. Aurora, this is going to be a very frustrating round to let slip. You've got to win this one now. Madger, the timing is perfect. Comes through and drops Blame F, and now they look towards CT spawn.
Woxic's got his AWP as well. They know the position also.
They're going to use some util. Tap on that defuse, try and pull Fear into the fight. But Fear is just going to bide his time and strike with a headshot. Woxic back to the defuse, but not enough time to win the round. Woxic is off to race to save this AWP, and Fnatic will pull it back in their favor, and it is Fear to step up with the clutch. Wakadi and Woxic bringing them out. Signs of desperation early, and a missed shot from Woxic. MF now confident. Fnatic just fighting them. And they're just running out of the ramp, running into A. Zantaras cast off the top. It has to be a safe call, surely. A double op setup thrown into this. Lose this, your money's shot again. And they just need one on the cross. That's the bomb peeking in the fight.
There's smokes and Molotovs on Crims. I don't know why this line of sight is still available to Woxic, but it's causing issues. A lot of issues.
Oh my god, yeah, okay. Fnatic have kind of thrown this one right back to Aurora, and they've caught it. Fear and Crims looking to pull this one back. Missed shot from Okadia on the stairs player. This has got very messy very quickly. That smoke up. It's perfect for Crims just to be patient and look around the side of. So Okadia is going to give his kill away. And now a 2v2.
I'm just... They've had two smokes this whole time, and there's the easy kill. Okay, Crims 1v2. We'll come back to the smoke situation.
Well, used to be the king of the clutch. Been a while. He'll dust himself off, go back into the fight, and Woxic will deny that.
They had two smokes for jungle that whole round, and Crims used his to put a Molotov out in dark, and then Fear used his on connector, and it was just like, all right. And yet another 5-on-4 provided in mid.
And outside of that, what, third round in the game where Zantaras had the hero rifle where he got a 4K. He's had 3 kills since then, so he's had a very frustrating half. Madger at least holding off that Blame F push through the window. Jacasmo also falling to Madger as they just continue to try and walk into him, and Madger's going to punish that. There's a free kill. And Aurora, they have been limping through this half, Jason. They have not looked good, but...
No. Very quiet. Fnatic's looking for a mistake, looking for any peak. But I think Aurora's had enough giving over mistakes. They just play very hunkered back, let the ops do the work. Work smart, not hard. A solo Zantaras push towards top mid, and a solo Zantaras push that was handled in lower mid.
Now Woxic trying to run away. It's going to be Jota, the first victim of the round, though. Zantaras waits inside of Sandwich. Will they check him? Will he go overlooked? Crims just chases him down. Zantaras has a nightmare first half here outside of one stellar round. And Fnatic now 4v2, about to take a 7-5 lead, unless there's something Wakadia and Major can do about this. Wakadia has done damage, but no kill. And Major held in behind this jungle smoke. There should be no world in which Fnatic give this one up. And they're giving a couple of looks, a couple of peeks, but Wakadia is taking none of them. Here comes Major walking right into Jacasmo. And Wakadia, they know exactly where he is. 3 players crosshairs, gaze towards CT, and it will be a 7-5 lead for Fnatic out of the T side of Mirage.
Jambo, Jacasmo, and I'll even throw Crims in there for good measure. Have another surprise major run in them.
Well, surprise, here's the B-bomb start attack. Jambo going to wait in the corner. Not going to check him. The Jewel Berettas go out with 1, but that is it. A single kill as Major finds 2. Success as he'll plant the bomb as well down in B. A 4v3 as Aurora look to try and shrink this gap quickly, but Jacasmo is so clean on that peak. Walks it with a mouthful of lead. The peak into the open, and now Zantaras makes sure Jacasmo is no longer an issue. Now bomb is going to take on Blame F with another headshot. Keeps Fnatic within this pistol round. It's Fear jiggling on a timing, comes out with a triple Berettas, and now Xantares up against BlameF. So much firepower in this 1v1, and it's Xantares to come out on top.
Really well done with the Glock. Nicely done, Xantares.
Good space taking. Xantares coming out through the underpass. And he's just going to hang out in middle. He might just jump up here, and yep, that's what a Xantares peak feels like. Fear now dead.
And into the B bomb site we go. Nobody from Fnatic is moving. They don't have utility, they don't have kits. They have no motivation or desire to go for this retake or to stop this bomb from being planted. So give it up, try again in the next round. 8th for Aurora, and they regain the lead.
Didn't take them long. But like you said, it's exciting thinking about a T-side where Xantares can start to pick and choose some fights. If he can dodge his own teammates' nades, then should have a pretty easy time of things.
Well, and also I think it's always been the case, at least in my mind and from my experience, the CT side has always been the more difficult side for like the more inexperienced teams, right? Like that's the side that I think you have, because you don't get to dictate things, you don't always get to plan everything as exactly as you'd like in the server, in the game. You have to be able to react in the moment.
That's absolutely crazy.
He's been around the block.
Still going.
Well, a huge advantage for Aurora just in terms of weaponry, but Jambo is going to even things up a little bit, taking down Wakadia through the smoke, so good start. Woxic's going to get it right back. Very slow, measured round, and Jambo's trying to find things clever. Shots over the smokes. They've got them in a crossfire. Crim's on short.
Oh my god, they haven't looked at him. So Crims then gets distracted, looks back into the bomb site, a little bit confused, and ends up going down after one. Jacasmo continues to fight on. It's going to be Fnatic. One player up is BlameF 5-7. Drops it just to Madger, who also takes a dink on board and then swings into the open.
Yeah, could have been an absolute disaster for Crims, because he's getting the comms from BlameF, who's like, I'm hiding, I have a 5-7, they can be out, I can't do anything, they can be peeking you.
Here come the smokes towards the A site. The full execution is through. Aurora have not been able to break through the ramp just yet, though. There's Wakadia. Cutting through the first member of the Fnatic defense is Jacasmo. Pushed to the side, but BlameF's response is back from jungle. All the way through that stair smoke onto the top of Tetris, and then another kill, this time from Fear through Khan. Woxic getting put the bomb down in behind triple. Not too far off landing those shots is Jambo. And then Woxic just takes damage on board with the utility instead, and this is still very uncomfortable here for Aurora. Xantares trying to fight on, but he's the only player left. And it's a 1v2 as he waits inside a default, and it's a fantastic reposition. BlameF wasn't ready, and Xantares looking for executions. It's Fear out towards stairs. He'll climb to the top. Xantares has the cover, but Fear dropping down, trying to get close. Xantares reels him in and collects the clutch for Aurora. They needed a hero, and Xantares once again delivering for Aurora.
They got everything they wanted, they got the openings, but they really struggled to get into the bomb site. Felt like Fnatic might steal that one away. Xantares there to save the day.
Nice shot from Jambo, though, straight away. Opening things up onto Woxic, who walks into middle and dies. Oh, response was there, but it's enough damage to drop Jambo to 15, not remove him, though. Well, there's the jump out. Jacasmo taking out Wakadia. It's going to be Jambo to follow up. In Fnatic, this is a very comfortable round that really never goes anywhere for Aurora. So you've got Xantares having to save you in the last round. He can't do it this time. And then you walk into the follow-up round and you just have nothing. Nothing at all. It's Xantares doing his best, and the bomb, unfortunately, not in his possession.
Yeah, maybe let Xantares play Gladiator now to start the rounds. Just like everyone, all four of us just chill and spawn. Xantares is going to go kill some things, and we'll see what we got when he eventually goes down.
We knew Fnatic had the potential to cause Aurora some problems, but this is Aurora and just not looking good to even start out the rounds at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's the big problem at the moment. Is just it feels like we're not seeing Aurora, like their strengths aren't really giving them a whole lot of impact in this game so far, outside of a Xantares, at least in this half. Jambo's dropped in towards the underpass. Could have a quick flank, although it is the AWP. B-hit coming in. It's called right now, immediately, and Crims to defend.
Yeah, Crims waiting out towards the van. Oh, the heads were lining up, but he's unable to get much done. Here comes the short push. Fear turns and addresses that issue. If they try and run him down, the MP9, just not the weapon for that kind of range and that kind of fight. So Aurora have fought their way into a 3v3 as that bomb gets planted.
And because Jambo went in towards underpass, you don't have that very quick rotation over towards market window to help alleviate some of it, and then you miss the shot on the flank, and this should be the round done. Over towards Catwalk, you've got so many different crossfires able to be set up.
Well, very heavy towards A. Look at this from Aurora, just sprinting out. Woxic dead immediately. Jacasmo now panicking, calling to his teammates to come and help. And you don't need the Jambo AWP when you've got the Jambo M4, but then you've got Jota, who does better than everyone on the Fnatic side. He's got himself a 3K. And Aurora looked like they were just about to be destroyed at the foot of the A bomb site, but all of a sudden that window reopens. Let's go 32 HP.
Jota's going to plant for him as well.
Let's see if there's anything to him. Yep, there will. Fear goes out for the peak, denies that bomb plant, and now it's Madger having to recover this. Remember, this round started with Aurora just trying to bash down this A defense, running through the ramp. Ends up in a messy situation. Jota thrust them into a position that was still a possible win, but Madger's the man who has to close it.
Yeah, but he's got to go up.
Look at the time, Jason.
Yeah, he's got to go up short, which is the dangerous point, because Crims can hear these footsteps. If he grabs an angle, when does
Major run?
Just now, there's no one in position to stop this except Crims. Oh, he's got the tag. Fear can't drop in time to get the peak, so Major should be able to get the bomb planted, but what comes after that?
Yeah, you can see Crims just getting the utility ready, waiting on his teammate to come back in. Madger forced into the open. Can Madger do this? Can he step up with a multi? They're coming in towards his position. Madger peeks out on the sound cue. Down to a 1v1. Madger against Fear. A battle of the in-game leaders, and Madger out on top.
What a long, extended clutch from the 2-on-2 all the way to the finish from Major.
If you break this one, it is map, point, and Mirage. Your best opportunity to win it will come in the follow-up.
It's a better buy than I thought Fnatic would have. They've managed to string some cash together. Wakadia with an opening kill provided in middle. That's a short death taken. Now Jacasmo has to be aggressive to find the equalizer, and he will.
Yeah, off the top of ticket. Wakadia punched through. Blame F going for the connector fight. A risk involved in this, but Blame F comes out on top, and a second as well. Zantara's removed. Deagle over the top. Way too easy here from Fnatic. Oh, important round one here by Fnatic. How much damage can Jota do here?
That'll knock your mental down quite a bit.
Literally gone.
All that excitement.
Dude, look at the money as well. That's actually huge from Fnatic. 45 seconds. And here they come. Aurora to the final charge of round 23. Fear keeping it clean.
Passing back to Deagle.
All right,
try again.
Your turn. All right, Zantara's he goes ahead and gets himself one, and now Crims running out of bullets. There's a kill as well, Jason. An AK picked up for Woxic, surely there is no way. Surely there is absolutely no way this turns into a round win for Aurora. A nice missed shot from Jambo was certainly helped, though, as we've now got Blame at Jacasmo. He's trying to come back in and win this. Now down to a 1v1. Bullets gone in the AWP. He's got to go for the reload. And Jota, he's done it. He's got 5 bullets back in the chamber, but Jacasmo just about saving them through that smoke.
Blame F is over in the murder hole watching for the window jump up. The only person at the A bomb site is Jambo playing retake. He needs one. Oh, missed the opera as Woxic slides into it, crouches into it, and there's the double peek. Caught out in the open, and Fnatic, don't let it slip away now.
Well, still 4v4, but Fear steps them in the right direction. It's Jacasmo cleared up by Wakadia. But again, Fnatic stay in these fights. They keep the numbers even. No bomb plant yet, but Madger now out of commission as he puts that bomb down in the middle of the site.
Both players have given away the location. Now Aurora knows both are in middle behind this smoke.
And that will allow them to get into strong post-plant positions here, doubling up in the jungle. Wakadia is so low on HP. Madger's gone, exposed to Crims, but perhaps him dying might just allow Wakadia to go unchecked. But they're still staying committed to this. Wakadia not moving. Utility goes in behind him. He doesn't peek. He doesn't give it away. And it's a perfect position to drop Fear. And perhaps a perfect position to secure overtime. Aurora not dead yet.
Not excited either.
But perhaps the celebration will be saved until they win this map. Here's Jambo, missed shots, and Tara is clean on that peak.
Oh, here's welcome back to reality. You couldn't close it out in regulation, now we're in overtime. This is where the big boys eat. Zantares puts one down, Jambo's up, not having nearly as much success these last 2 rounds in the opening as it's had previously.
That was the T side, where Jambo is really carving out the openers. He'll switch over to that soon, but let's see if there's going to be enough rounds to play with. Aurora going up through short, Crim's aggressive through the apartments. Fear actually got a double kill, and then Crim's up with one. Started well here for Aurora, but suddenly back in favor of Fnatic, very convincingly.
They're on the wrong side of the map, though.
Yeah, they are, and Zantares has just ripped open play map. Smoke goes down in Con. They get back to safety. Oh my god, they switched because he was low HP.
Switch
Did
back.
they switch back?
Switch back, I dare you.
That's hilarious. Well, 25 seconds left. Both Aurora players extremely low. It's hard to see how they're going to win it, but it's the 2 best players with the most firepower here for Aurora.
But look at the retake coming in. 1 Con, 1 CT, one's coming Palace. Like, what are you supposed to do with 11 combined HP against 3 different points of retake?
And Fear's just keeping attention on him as well. Zantares actually using that AWP. Crim's now coming out of Palace, spots out Walks, gets rid of him, and they know exactly where Zantares is, and it's not really the best weapon for this, so Fear over the top of the stairs will drop Zantares, and Fnatic head into the lead of the game again.
But Jacasmo was brilliant in this position earlier to defend the bomb site as well.
Beautiful display of smokes pluming in the bomb site. Jacasmo taking grenades on board. His teammate jumping down into Sandwich. We need something out of Blaymat because his teammates are all dying, but they're blind, and Blaymat's got a second. Zantares with the essential trade. It's a 2v2, and that bomb will start to get planted now on default. Grenades rain in on Madrid. He's going to be forced away. Half his health removed.
You're going to know his position as well. There's only one place he really could have gone. His exit was being watched by both players, so they know he's going to be behind the boxes in the back of the site.
And Zantares in an off angle. Great headshot. Lost a lot of his health, but they can peek together, and Madger realizes it's the perfect time to have a look. And that'll be a tie game again. Down in towards the underpass. Here comes Zantares. This is going to be a really tough fight for Zantares to win. There's 2 players here. One of them's an AWP, and the other one's a rifle on the other angle. And if Zantares plays it well, not to put himself in harm's way. Gets info, gets out some shots, and then goes into it with some assistance of his teammate's utility. Just about spots Jambo in behind the flames.
Yeah, he actually didn't see him initially behind his own Molotov. It was thankfully his teammate threw a perfect flashbang. Bails him out, gives him the extra few seconds to catch sight.
It's Blaymat waiting out of the wood. 40 seconds on the clock. Blaymat going into the open now. Waiting, and eventually John has actually just slipped into the smoke at jungle, and that's going to work out perfectly. Hunts down Crims. Blaymat has yet to give away his position, and that will pay off perfectly as Woxic walks right into him. Bomb's now loose on the floor at 24 seconds. Blaymat again beats them back, and that'll be a 14th round secured by Fnatic. Looking like Blaymat.
If this smoke fades at top con, there's none left for Fnatic to replenish it, so then all lines of sight are open. So I think Fnatic realizing that is like, we can't go short, we actually have to come right up con.
Zantares low HP and right in front of him. Drops that bomb, it'll spill to the floor, but Blaymat once again on the cleanup. 35 seconds, will he check Sandwich? No, he runs right over the top. A rude awakening as Jota just in between his legs. And now we've got Crims left alone, and Wakadia cleans up the final 2, and once again, a tie game.
Wakadia really picked things up towards the end as well, had that brilliant clutch to get them into overtime. Jambo with the AWP, burns a little bit, great flick down. Rex Zantares getting aggressive on a ramp, but Wakadia can bring it right back and will.
Where's Jacasmo? Oh, behind those top mid boxes. Woxic, another follow-up, and it looks like Aurora are doing enough to put themselves at map point. But Wakadia walks a little bit too far, and Jambo makes sure that this round is still on for Fnatic.
Well, there's still time on the clock to get the bomb planted.
Oh, 35 seconds, and here's Woxic ready to go from CT. It's all about patience. Can Jambo win the fight? No. And they also see the Palace players, so not going to be happening here for Crims. It is map point secured by Aurora.
And they're just thinking, let us get out of here with a win.
Go on to
Please,
Dust
so
2.
we can reset.
Dust 2's up next. And that's a good start. Get wrecked. Zantares just destroyed in the window. Jacasmo running out towards the top mid boxes, and Fnatic giving him an advantage.
Don't tell me you're going to go through your own con smoke.
Oh
Don't tell me you're
God,
going to
it
go
is
through your
a
own con
wild
smoke.
play. They're going to be broken open anyway. Wow, that nade doesn't go far enough. They are going to come to their own con smoke into a crossfire. They might just close this map. Jota and Madger, devastating finish Fnatic play them close. They certainly give them problems, but it doesn't matter if Aurora are limping. They will still get through Mirage. They will still take this first map. Anything but clean, anything but convincing, Jason.
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
And, well, I think the crazy thing is with the slow T side, the CTs have been allowed to cross over. So BlameF could go unnoticed if Jambo can provide a little bit of a distraction. He's trying to survive and set up a crossfire. Doesn't look like Aurora's considering this in any way.
No, Wakadia walking right in towards Fear, who is unable to get anything done for the defense. Jambo's got to go absolutely huge with his Crim's flank coming in as well. Crims gets nothing, and Jambo a single frag. So, not enough there from Fnatic. No stopping power whatsoever. Given the explanation. Here we go. Here comes the peek straight into B. It's going to be Jota to drop Jacasmo.
Round's done.
And that pretty much is it. Yeah, that's going to be a save call from Fnatic. More about the Cypher situation, I suppose. I like that interview that Jackie did with Jacasmo ahead of this, though. It kind of gives you a little bit more of a length and insight into the mind of Jacasmo, how he looks at the game, his level of maturity. I liked it. I thought he was a solid interview, though. And
does not matter. But Aurora have to wait this smoke out, which is very awkward. At the moment, they're feeling like the game has been given away. Major's going to be flanked and taken down, and then it's all about getting into this B bomb site.
Yep, 20 seconds. Here they come. Jota out of the tunnels, into the fight. It's Crims, who takes a lot of damage on board, but Casmo at least doing something about it. Crims also finding one of his own. And a 4v2. Looking good here for Fnatic, even though that bomb is going to be planted. You've always got to give a chance to Woxic and Wakadia. This is Fnatic's best chance yet to get a round win on Dust 2.
But you never know. Trying to retake this B bomb site can be very difficult. Op at the back of the platform just wants to give one haircut. There is a Molotov on BlameF.
Well, Wakadia's got a double kill, and Woxic is blinded, but he still waits at the back of the platform. Can Woxic win this? As they come towards him, too many targets. And none of them landed on. It will be Fnatic to retake the B bomb site. They're still waiting at B, but their smokes arrived. The wall created. And that grenade comes in at the perfect time as well. Weakens Jota, slows the attack, and BlameF tapping through the smoke, spraying down on Major. It is not going the way of Aurora until this point, as Jota gets one back, and with Jacasmo's kill, silencing Jota in return. And it's going to be an almost impossible 2v4 with that bomb getting planted.
Yeah, Woxic needs to go nuclear in this round. Flashbang is out deep, wants to get a peek in, wants to take down one player, but they're being really smart, creeping up close to the wall, so Woxic has to get aggressive, and that's an ambitious shot. Flashbang made it even more awkward than it was, and this plant goes nowhere. Retaken by Fnatic with ease. Second round on the board for the CT side.
Well, they do exactly what I said they needed to do, Jason, which is not only win the round, but limit the casualties. They only lose BlameF. They keep 4 players up. There's only one defender there in the last round. This time there's going to be that setup between Crims and Jacasmo again, and here come Aurora. Jacasmo waits behind the car. Gone. Once again, it's just Crims, and he's blasted away, and you can't go for this.
I think this is going to be a main focal point of the game plan for Aurora, is this B bomb site throughout this half, especially considering some of the successes they've now had on it 2 or 3 times.
And this is such an important round win for Aurora as well, because this was the economic break around the corner. If they had lost this, Fnatic very likely to tie up the game. The Shadow, and he allow Fear that kill on Wakanda. Yep, he's going to back away. No further hunts will be had. We're now looking at 5-2 for the Turkish team.
Double door smoke. Smoke for the cross as well. They don't want to mess with Woxic's AWP.
There's a big spread out here from BlameF. It's going to be Feared to finish off the damage that BlameF started on Xantares. And Jota's also extremely low here. Luckily, he has the help of his teammates out the long doors. There's a heavy fight going on here. Fnatic still have a player committed down into the pit itself.
Aurora's had to burn so much utility to get into this position.
There's another piece.
Yeah, they still do not have control of long. They still have no idea, have not cleared pit. They're just bothered by the nuisance of BlameF.
He gets another one. Fear peeking up. Going to be working out again. Finally, the pit player's gone. This round looks very difficult to figure out even a way you can make it look competitive at this point. Wakadi is going to go back up to short. There is a double push through the lower tunnels. That climb up, oh my god, he didn't see him.
No, timing is unreal.
That timing is incredible for Crims.
It was just the top of that little bald head.
He didn't see it, the sun blinded him. The reflection too much.
Hey, I can make those jokes, you can't. Good shot from
I
Jimbo.
really took it so far, didn't I? Yeah, when you're running out of the tools that you need, well, that certainly is a big problem. Here's Xantares leading the charge at Long. And same result. Xantares dead within seconds. So I think Long just isn't the area right now for Aurora.
At least not fast, right? At least not immediately.
All right, shifting with a bomb in the pack of 3. They're going to be back over towards B. It's empty right now, Jason.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm saying I think this is going to be a focal point for their T side. Just the way they've kind of prioritized it so early on and have given it a variety of different looks. It feels like they've talked about the variety of ways in which they want to attack into it. Crim's taken a lot of time to shuffle utility between him and Jacasmo, so I feel like he missed the timing in which he thought it was safe to drop in, but now he's been spotted, and now he's caught out in the open.
Yeah, Crims is dead. He's going to be gone, no problem. His teammate trying to come in to save the day, but Wakadia is going to double up. Jacasmo, the next victim. And we're looking at a 4v2 here with that bomb getting planted down within the site.
Listen, I know we did our Cypher segment just a while ago, but we got to be careful in the sense it wasn't the interview given was kind of like we think Jacasmo and Crims have a lot of synergy to work together well, and his B defense is not looking that way quite yet.
And Jambo, no retreating, no getting away. BlameF is as far away as he can possibly be here, waiting for the exits out of the tunnels, but he's not going to get those. Xantares. All the way at the front, Crims. Oh, it's an awkward fight. He's not going to win it, but Jacasmo is going to trade. Important response here for Aurora as they try and get up through Catwalk into the A bomb site. Matcher separated off from the rest of his teammates, but Jota has found the perfect time to activate that lurk out Long and just be the nuisance, the X factor, and the winning player of the round here for Aurora. It's 7-3 now as the T side continues to rack up. And we'll retreat away from Long, all the way back into middle.
Yeah, but look at the ground that's been gained. Good shot.
Xantares first victim, and Jambo keeps his head down and is unable to be traded out.
Yeah, but this is, I think Aurora's fine with this eventuality. I think they gladly trade Xantares' life on short to get them this kind of access into the bomb site. Only one defender over at Long. So now you can at least get the bomb planted, and the retake nades are going to have to be great from the Fnatic side of things.
Well, Kadia just dove right down into the fight. He only gets one out of it, but Jota again! Impact once more from Jota, and Jambo no longer feels like he has any sort of confidence to move through that smoke into Jota on the hot hand.
No, look at the buy. You have to save the AWP at the very least. Let the MP9 go forward if it wants to. I think Fear should back off as well. You're going to have BlameF able to buy a rifle. Jacasmo and Crims will have to fend for themselves. And Fear gets nothing at the end of the round, trying to play it sneaky to grab an AK-47 right at the close. Ooh, they might actually even find Jambo. Hold the phone. Major's coming in hot. Jambo's going to keep his head tucked down. Easy kill. Does he want to go for another? He does. And he goes down. That's the AWP. That's disastrous.
Yeah, that is huge because there's not enough money to get that back out again unless you just throw all of BlameF's money into getting it.
I think it's really the only way you can win the round if you get Jambo having an AWP. Pick you off one player early, pick off one guy, and just make it a 5-on-4. That's the good one. That's what you needed. And that's likely why he's dropped the AWP. Had the long spawn for that peak, and Crims adds on top.
Okay. Fair enough. Fnatic off to the races here. Looking to try and block B for what feels like the first time in the half. This time with 3 players.
I think this time Crims knew what was coming. He was like, just as that Molly subsides, they're going to try and take their first step the way they've done time and time again. This time he's ready for it. 5-on-3 for Fnatic.
Well, let's see if Aurora can somehow still leave this half with 9 T rounds. They've got over a minute to play with. Xantares still alive. And he hasn't really done too much on this T side. Has often been the first victim trying to create space for his teammates. And he won't get anything done here, so we'll end the half 4-8. But as long as Aurora end at 8-4, I don't think they're going to mind too much
whatsoever.
Not at all. And that is going to be the scoreline. Fnatic keeping it clean here, rounding out the first half.
Sphere gonna check beneath him. Easy kill for Wakadia. 1 versus 4 now. But really just a 1v1 at this bomb site, so it's kind of easy.
Oh, yeah, easy. He goes back in the middle, takes the harder option, still comes out on top of that fight and doesn't actually sustain too much damage, but it's the problem of time, Jason. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Make me believe. Yeah, this is too much.
Yeah, the time is the issue. It's another headshot. 18 seconds. Gotta get a move on if you want to go for it, but he just has to play for elimination at this point.
What is he playing for stats?
And yeah, well, he's got another one.
Can he go B? There's no time.
No, there's no time. They're not fighting. Do not fight him. Do not give him a chance of this. Wakadia was in a 1v5 racing down to try and catch Jambo, who wins the half out in the last second. Nice shots from Wakadia.
He did what we wanted. He made us feel like it was possible.
Yeah, he did. You were begging for it. He gave it to you, and it wasn't possible in the end.
Oof.
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
Yeah, that's what we always say, isn't it, Jason? Then we hit the club. Here goes Blame F straight away. P250 out into the fight. Jota peeking up. Great headshot. And that's a shutdown and a half right there. That is Aurora coming out clean with it. No.
Look, I'm on Wakadia's side. That should have been a headshot.
Yeah, that should have been.
But don't lose this one, because then it just gets really weird.
No, then we remember that moment. But if we win it, yeah, it's all good. Aurora win it. We don't even think about it ever again.
Wakadia, clip that, send it to Valve. But we are getting a rush into the B bomb site. It's only Jota here to defend.
Well, Crimson Blame F with a MAC-10 and AK combo. Now broken through B and forced the safe call for Aurora. So the force buy has worked out for Fnatic. There's no one actually in the A side. So Fnatic decided to go contact Jason. They're going to be on the A bomb site in no time. But now Woxic is just transitioned into the peak, and it's worked out very well. So he takes Blame F down first.
That's first kill. Nice clip for Woxic. He's got to go tuck himself in towards Pit with low HP and just play the headshot battle. And Jambo gave him a couple chances at it. Keeps coming back in. So Major's going to be at long with Woxic. 2 going to be retaking through Catwalk, and a 3rd and Jota joining up with them. It's all coming down to this fight on short.
Oh, great shot from Jacasmo out from the side of the stairway. Wakadia gone. Here comes Jota's 5-7, but there's 3 players. A triangle of death just in front of him. Zantara's holding, then Crims comes through and he spins back, but he can't take Major, and it will be Aurora to win out the retake.
Yeah, really nice job from Aurora. I mean, they're basically just sending guys one by one at Catwalk, which would normally look a little bit silly, but the fact that the long portion of that retake is coming in so aggressively and so fast makes it perfect.
This is exactly what Aurora want.
Yeah, and the first time they're going to discover it's a stack is Zantara's fighting over at the boxes, and it'll be too late to do anything else.
Yes. Oh my God, Blame F just barrages his way right through him, and then Jota as well. Wakadia blinded inside of the site. That is what Blame F can do for you, but Wakadia unravels all of his hard work and finally dead to the hand of Crims.
Okay, Major on the flank is going to have everything to do. This is going to be interesting. I think Blame F feels like he has to stay out of the B bomb site. No one can support Crims. He's alone.
Yeah, but he doesn't go down. Now it goes into the peak, but he loses his life, and now it is Blame F fighting on 2 fronts, but he can do it. He can absolutely do it for his team in this all-important round for Fnatic. It has all been Blame F, and he will close it out. A 4K with some ridiculous shots on the entries. He's the whole reason they get into B. "25 seconds. Wakadia going to try and block them as they come out of the tunnels as Woxic from the site. Jacasmo gone. Flashes, Molotovs raining in. Can Aurora hold on for the final 10 seconds here? Wakadia still in behind the car. Fear with an essential kill. He's getting tiked up, but he makes his way to the bomb site, but they're going to run him down, making sure he cannot plant. He does not have the time for it. And it will be an 11th round for Aurora secured.
I respect the shit out of Jota just tanking all those bullets, like whatever. Like just taking them all straight to the chest. Double kill from Woxic inside the bomb site, and Fnatic it timed out. 11-8. This time they are coming at long with some pace.
Oh, but this time it's going to be an opener from Woxic. He goes back in for a double dip and make it 3. Woxic rips apart Fnatic. The long setup is not going to work out for the T side this time, as Jambo and Fear slink their way down bottom mid. It is 12 rounds for Aurora. Series point locked in by Woxic, unless Jambo and Fear have something special left on the table. And Woxic He's got the read, and he's got his follow-up kill. Woxic is on for the ace. As Fear's now been spotted, Woxic backtracks, looking for all 5.
Uh-oh.
And he's got a little bit of a blind side, but he's going to adjust, and he's going to miss the shot. Woxic eventually taken down by Fear, who then goes for the clutch alone. Natron in his position and jumps up on top to his death by Jota. Woxic surely has done enough now to leap Aurora into the lead.
That's just picture perfect as an AWPer. That's exactly the scenario you want. Your peaks are all timed at the perfect moment with them coming out right in that narrow choke point out of the smoke. Every time you come back ready to fire off another shot, they're there waiting for you. So they're not going to be able to push forward into the site to find safety.
Well, Madger in the pit. He's going to spot them. Utility being deployed. Needs to be careful. Needs to get his gun out in time, and he just won't handle the pressure of Fear. Woxic has no fear whatsoever. Stays in the open, and Xantares alongside of him shut this one down. Aurora will come to day 1 of PGL Masters Bucharest as the favorites for the competition, and they will take a 2-0 win over Fnatic. Mirage was a bit of a struggle, but Dust 2 was a one-way street.